Alright guys, in this video I'm going to talk to y'all about why y'all should be getting Virtue and not be wasting your money on a XIM. Let's talk about it. Alright guys, so we're going to start this video with the comparison of setting up your XIM matrix and setting up your Virtue. So before you guys can even use your XIM matrix, you do have to update your firmware. So you have to download this flash tool, then your firmware, and then you have to flash it. Once you're done flashing, it doesn't mean that you'll be able to just use your XIM right away. You still have to go through extra steps. Once you get done flashing your XIM, then you have to go ahead and disconnect your USBs from your mouse and your keyboard, and then plug them in into port 1 and then port 2. All right guys, so now I'm just going to show you how quick it is to set up Virtue. So you're going to get these 4 files from the Discord link down below. You open up this folder first, the 7xsyz7. You open up dcontrol, you click on yes, and then you're going to click on disable Windows Defender. Once you do that, you're going to click on driver install. You click on yes, and it's going to install the drivers for you. After you install the drivers, you go ahead and open up the assist key. This is where you're going to paste the key that the virtual team gives you. Once you do that, you just want to go ahead and click on file and save, close that out. Right click on it, click cut, come over here to your C drive, click on Windows, and you're just going to paste it. Once you paste it, then you're going to come over here to the Virtue MSI, click on it, click next. See right here, well, mine's already installed, but it should say install. Once you do that, you click on next, and then you'll be good to go. After that, you'll see your Virtue application right here on your desktop. You just open it up and you're ready to go. So before we go on to the configs, I just want to show y'all what happens a lot. So I have my XIM now connected, my mouse and keyboard are also connected to the XIM, and I have this problem that when you have everything connected, you cannot move your mouse at all. And even if you were to put it on navigate mode, which that should be on navigate mode, you guys can see, I still can't move my mouse. Here's another reason why you guys shouldn't be getting the XIM. Okay, so now let's talk about the configs. Right, I already have a couple of configs. You guys can see I have 3, but let's start a config from fresh. Then you're gonna search for the game you want. So I'm gonna search up Black Ops 6. All right, click on that. Then you're gonna click on your system, PC. And then here, my input is mouse and keyboard. My output's going to be controller, PC. Click on new. Now it's adding config. So now that that's set up, now I'm going to click on no. Okay, so we have a config, but it has nothing on there, right? So nothing is modified, nothing, no aim assist on here. There's nothing. So this is just a fresh config. All right guys, so after looking for the best config, I did come across a couple videos where in the comments they supposedly said that these are the best configs, which you do have to pay for. I do know that there is free ones, but they're not as good. And yes, you can make your own custom firmware configs as well. But to save me the hassle of doing all that, I decided to just go ahead and get this custom config. So in order to use this custom config, you do have to copy it. So I have to start from here. So I click select, go all the way down. Then here, click on that, copy. Click here. Click on this. Come down here, paste, full config, allow paste. Config applied, right? So now we have the config applied to our new config that we made a few minutes ago on XIM. So click on the back row, click yes, save, and there we go. So you have to pretty much do all of that just to get your custom config. All right, so now that we have our config installed, there is a few more steps we need to do. So we're gonna have to click on the pencil. We're gonna scroll right, and we still got to do all our bindings, right? So now you have to scroll down, go through each one. For an example, this one right here, I have no clue whatsoever what it does. So I wouldn't even know until I get into the game and use the keybind that it's set to. Another example, I don't know what this does. I'm not really too sure. I have no idea what the hell that is. I'm assuming maybe auto ping. And see, they got a bunch of stuff that I just don't understand what it's for. Here's another one right here. I have no idea what it's for. They don't show on here what each button from the controller does, right? So I mean, I know there's gonna be people that do know what they do, but there's gonna be a lot more people that don't know what each one of these buttons do, right? So like for example, this one right here, I have no clue what the hell that is. I don't even know what I just did. You got all these other settings that I just have no idea what they do. It just looks very complicated. And so in order to change your keybinds, let's say for an example, I want to change this one, right? Then you just look through what keybind you want to use, or on your mouse, you could just click on it and it'll take you to it, and then you just select it and you'll be good to go. After that, then you just go back, you just save it. And on here, let's check out the mouse settings. Aiming sources is 2500 DPI. And this is already a pre-made config, right guys? So it's already made, it's already set, ready to go. You just have to mess with your DPI, and according to all these guys that make these configs, you'll be good to go. So I just wanted to show you guys. This is what I'm talking about. Look, I can't move anything on my mouse. It's all plugged in. My mouse and keyboard are plugged in. As you guys can see, it's lighting up. And nothing. This is what I'm talking about. Just nothing but problems using the XIM matrix. It's yeah. Alright guys, so I actually had to restart my computer because I wasn't able to use my mouse, and I wasn't even able to use my keyboard either. So that's another flaw with using the XIM matrix. Expect for that to happen. Alright guys, so now let's talk about how to get configs for Virtue and how easy it is to install them. So you guys just want to go on the Discord server, and under configurations, you'll see a list of different games. But we're going to use Warzone, and so we're going to use ONX config, which is the ultimate aim assist config. And we're going to scroll down here real quick, and we're going to click on download. It's going to take us to a link, and it's going to download it for us. So there it is. And so I just copied and pasted it to my desktop, and all I want to do is open up configs right here, F9, and just drag it onto here. Then you'll see it right there, ultimate aim assist. So once you got your config on Virtue, you just want to click on it, go back to config and click on it again, and it's successfully loaded. And that's all you need to do to get a config on Virtue. So now let's talk about keybinds. So if you guys remember, on the XIM matrix application, you had to scroll to look for the button that you wanted to change, right? Well, on here, you have everything on one single page. I love it, right? And in order for you to change them, you just click on it, click on this, and now it's going to tell you to press the key. You just press whatever key you want, and then you click on close. Same thing. Next button, boom. Next one, boom. Next one, boom. That's simple. Now, wait, hold on, all right? You guys remember when I was complaining about not knowing what each button does? So now, yes, on Virtue, it doesn't show it, but hold on. You come over to their Discord server, right? And you click on keybinds right here, and they tell you what each one does. And that's what I like about Virtue. They try to make things as simple as possible for everybody. But then we have Matrix on the other hand, showing you a bunch of lists of buttons and then of other weird combinations that you have no clue what they do. So how are you going to change the keybind to something if you have no idea what it does? So I just feel like using XIM matrix and changing the keybinds on it is just not user friendly. And so once you finish changing your keybinds, all you need to do is come back to config, update your config twice, and you're ready to go. All right, so the majority of you guys use Virtue to get access to aim assist, correct? Now on XIM matrix, they don't have a page dedicated to just aim assist where you can change the settings to it and how sticky it is. But on the other hand, Virtue has their own page for it. You click here on scripts and you have different options here, right? So let's start off on the left side. We got YY macro, which you can enable, and you can set a hotkey to it. You have your auto ping macro, and you also have your inventory macro. And right here in the middle, we have the Zen emulator, which you can enable and send your keybind to. And here we have the sticky aim assist, which all you need to do is just enable and then set your keybind, which mine is on right click on my mouse. The model, which is hold or toggle. So I have mine set to hold. And here are the knobs to adjust your sticky aim. Once you have everything set and adjusted, just click on F12 or click here on save. And then you want to come back to config and update config twice, and you're ready to go. It's that simple, guys. All right, guys. So now that Virtue is done and ready to go, you guys can launch up COD and change up the rest of the settings there. And so what I like about Virtue, guys, is that, you know, it's just so simple. And the guys that upload the custom configs, they go into deep detail on the things that you need to change. The majority of the custom configs that I've seen for XIM Matrix, they would just post their sensitivities and their dead zones, and that's about it. Some of them would do maybe their aiming settings, and that's it. But if you guys look, right, these guys go into deep detail on what it is that you need to change. That way you can get that one-to-one mouse feeling, you know? So here, for an example, you know, we got mouse settings, we got our controller settings, our aiming settings, our movement settings, graphics settings. And even if you guys downloaded the config and when you uploaded it didn't work, they even show you guys what it is that y'all need to do yourselves if uploading the config didn't work, which the majority of the time I've never experienced a problem with uploading a config on there, but it's there just in case, right? Now we're going to scroll down a little bit more and we're going to look at man buns config, right? The man buns cheat code build. As you guys can see, here's another example of how much detail they go into these configs. They don't just upload it and tell you, hey, here's my dead zones and here's my aim settings and good luck, that's it. No, these guys go into detail, right? Your DPI, your polling rate, your pointer speed, you know, what options you need to have off. Also, you know, like I said, if you guys aren't able to download the config, well, here it is, you know, no problem. Or if you guys just don't want to redo your keybinds and, you know, you just want to change the Virtue eliminator settings, then here it is, right? And then you come down, here's also more settings. Oh, here's the settings for the sticky aim. Then we scroll down a little bit more and then here's the controller settings, the view settings, and then even some tips. So it's like I said, these guys go into detail on what it is that you need to change in order for you guys to have that one-to-one mouse feeling movement. And that's what I like about Virtue. They make things so much easier for their users. There's just no doubt about Virtue being so much better than XIM or any other controller emulator. Do you guys want to know what's the best part? All of it is just in the software itself. No extra cables, no extra devices. What I want to do is I want to show you guys some gameplay using XIM Matrix and also using Virtue. I want to show you guys the difference. And if you guys pay attention, you'll be able to see the difference in the movement and smoothness in Virtue and in XIM Matrix. So as y'all were able to see in the gameplay footage, to me, it just felt so sluggish using the XIM Matrix. The movement just didn't feel like a one-to-one kind of ratio. It just felt off, you know, it felt like I was floating. I definitely feel a lot more delay using the XIM Matrix and it just didn't feel comfortable to me. I've been playing mouse and keyboard for a few years already and it feels like I have to retrain my muscle memories. I tried adjusting different settings in the XIM Matrix and as well as in COD and nothing seemed to help reduce that delay. Now in the Virtue, as y'all were able to see, I felt like using the Virtue, I felt like I had control. You know, I felt like I had that one-to-one mouse movement. It feels extremely smooth. It felt like I had my movement. It felt right. I was able to flick. I was able to hit some good shots. And overall, I just honestly like the way that Virtue feels so much more than XIM. So after you guys watching all of that, I want to ask y'all a question. Would y'all rather spend $155 for something that you're going to have on your desk, an extra device on your desk, extra cables, sluggish movement, extra steps to just get it set up, having that issue with the keybinds, not knowing what each button does, shit, and even having to restart your PC because your mouse and your keyboard wasn't working anymore? Or would you guys rather spend $100 on Virtue and not have an extra device on your gaming setup, extra cables, no sluggish movement, one-to-one ratio, an amazing customer support, and basically the software just being an all-in-one for just $100? I'll tell you what, this shit's going back. I highly recommend you guys to get Virtue if y'all are looking into getting aim assist for your keyboard and mouse. It supports Windows 10 and 11. And it says right here, controller emulator that keeps that mouse feeling. Absolutely zero delay, enabled to flick as well. And I can honestly say they're on point with that. Purchasing the XIM matrix is just going to be a waste of your time and money. Don't make the mistake of purchasing this. Do it right the first time and just get Virtue. The link to the website is going to be down below, and as well I'm going to include the link to their Discord server. If you guys have any kind of questions about Virtue, you guys can go open up a ticket in the Discord server and just ask them your questions, and they'll get back to you as soon as they can. And with all that being said, now you know why Virtue is so much better than XIM, and that is why this is going back. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you on the next one.